Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today we are doing a collab called Random Beauty Support Group, and I think this is season 5. And what it's about is there's each person in the group has a month, and then there's a randomly generated word, and you base a look or an outfit or whatever off of that word. So this month, um, it was Renee, and her word was wrong. So she said, do something like where people say it's wrong to dress that way or wrong to use that beauty brand, or, because of your age, it's wrong to wear makeup the way you wear makeup, so on and so forth. So what I came up with is I recreated a look that I actually wore with the same outfit, except for a few pieces of jewelry are different, and I didn't use the same palette. But this is my look, and this is the actual shirt that I wore. It's a little low cut, but I have a bra on. Can't see nothing. Earrings, whatever. And I recreated the look. I used the Harry Potter Color Pop, and I used Gryffindor on the outer corner. I used invisibility cloak in the center and all the way over, and I used Hufflepuff to blend into, and on top of that I put floating candles, which is that yellow there, and I put a tiny little bit of Griffin gillyweed, this little light green, in the corners. I use my normal mascara, normal blush, and I use Jeffree Star's something on my lips. It's a gold. Alright, so I show up at this picnic. Oops. I'll get that in a minute. I show up at this picnic like this, and I have a pair of black capris on with this shirt. This is what I look like. This is how I showed up, with my bangles, my jewelry, my makeup. I like shimmery makeup. So one of the people there that I didn't know very well, came up and said, you're over 50 and you shouldn't be wearing your makeup like that or dressing like that. That's so embarrassing probably for your family. And I said, what's wrong with my makeup? What's wrong with it? You're wearing shimmers and you're over 50. Don't you know that that ages you? And you shouldn't be wearing shiny lipstick like that. I'm sure your family's really embarrassed. I'm like, okay. And the way you're dressed, you should dress more age appropriate. Well, you know what? Here's what I say. Piss off. Wrong or not, this is me. I already stopped dyeing my hair in 2020. It's been 5 years. And I've grown my gray out. I've been embracing my aging gracefully. Trying not to use any chemicals or whatever. I do use face creams and other things like that, but trying to avoid Botox, so on and so forth, and trying to just love myself the way I am. And I do. I do love myself. And I love wearing shimmers. And this isn't even one of my craziest looks. This is the recreation of the look I had on. And I love the shimmers, and I did take the shimmer all the way up to my eyebrow. That's the way I like it. That's the way I think it looks cute. I have hooded eyes. When I go like that, you can barely see if I look straight ahead. So I had to adjust the way I do my makeup as my eyes aged and got, who is it anybody's business to say that it's wrong? On a bright note, my son overheard and was like, Mom, you dress the way you want. You look really nice. Nobody cares. Wear your makeup the way you want. You know what I mean? Like, who's that person to say, don't you think you should be dressing more age appropriate since you're over 50 and wear your makeup, and you shouldn't be wearing shimmers on your eyes or your lips? Okay. I think that's wrong to come up to anyone at any age and say the way they're wearing their makeup is wrong, or the way they dress is wrong, or the way they style their hair is wrong, or the makeup brand that they bought and paid for, that because that influencer became problematic, you should just throw all those palettes away that you bought before the person became problematic. You should just throw it all away and not use it. Why don't you just start setting money on fire as well? You're never going to find somebody that's completely perfect if you buy a brand. So just buy what you like. Wear what you like. Wear your makeup the way you like. Shine the way you like to. So I think it's wrong for anyone to tell someone else that they're wrong for the way they do things. So that's my take on it. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please check out the list below. Go on and watch all the other girls in the RBSG, which is Random Beauty Support Group, and check out their videos. Hit that like, maybe subscribe. We would sure appreciate it. Until next month. Bye.